Struggling to rank in AI search? Learn Generative Engine Optimization. Get cited. Get visible.
Okay, let's talk about something called Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. This is the brand new playbook that's set to completely change the game for online visibility by 2026, and today, we're going to break down exactly how you can master it.
I mean, really think about that for a second. This isn't just some hypothetical question anymore. It's becoming a real concern for, well, pretty much anyone with a website. The fundamental way we all find information is changing so fast. It feels like the ground is literally shifting under our feet.
And here's why. AI is the new gatekeeper. Think about it. Platforms like ChatGPT, Perplexity, and those new AI overviews in Google, they're all built to give you the answer right then and there. So that whole song and dance of clicking through to a website to get what you need, yeah, that era might be coming to a close.
So here's the bottom line, the crucial point. The entire game of digital marketing is being rewritten. All that time we spent obsessing over getting to #1 on a search page, that's quickly becoming an old-school strategy. The new goal, the only goal really, is to get cited. You want to be the source the AI quotes. That's where the real win is now.
All right, so how do we actually do this? How do we win in this new world? Well, we're going to walk through 5 key strategies that'll make your content an AI favorite. We'll cover becoming quotable, building your authority, showing your work, speaking AI's language, and finally, how to master the whole game.
So let's kick things off with the revolution itself. Let's get right to the heart of why that old SEO playbook you've been clinging to is about to become a relic.
This really lays it all out, doesn't it? The old way, SEO, was all about keywords and rankings and just getting traffic to your site. But the new way, GEO, is laser-focused on citations, authority, and, here's the most important part, revenue. We're moving from chasing clicks to chasing actual, tangible business results.
And listen, this isn't just a bunch of theory. The people who are jumping on this early, they're already seeing conversion rates 3 times higher than with their old SEO traffic. And it makes perfect sense, right? When a giant AI model points to you and says, "This is the answer," that's a massive endorsement. It's like the ultimate vote of confidence. All right, let's dive into our very first strategy, becoming quotable. This is all about structuring your content so well, so clearly, that an AI not only gets it, but can't resist using it in its answers.
Okay, here's a perfect example of what not to do. You see this kind of definition all over the web. It's fine, I guess, but it's kind of vague, wanders a bit. An AI looking for a crisp answer is just going to skim right past this. But this is what we're talking about. See how direct that is? Search engine optimization is the process of that simple X is Y format is like a giant flashing neon sign for an AI that says, hey, perfect citable definition right here.
So here's your action plan for being quotable. First, give the answer right away. Don't bury your main point. Get to it in the first 100 words. Second, you have to embrace that X is format. It's such a simple change, but the data shows it gets 67% more citations. It's a no-brainer. And third, create these little stat blocks, just digestible nuggets of data with sources that AI loves to grab.
Okay, moving on to strategy number 2, building your authority. And this is huge because GEO isn't just about what's on your website. It's about proving who you are across the entire web.
And the impact here is just staggering. Get this, authors who have a consistent expert presence on 5 or more platforms get cited 4 times more often. The AI is basically doing a background check on you, connecting all the dots to make sure you're a legit expert in your field.
So here's the authority blueprint. First, be incredibly consistent. Your name, your photo, your bio, it all needs to be the same everywhere. This helps AI build a strong, trusted profile of you. Second, get quoted in major industry publications. It's a massive trust signal. And third, be active on LinkedIn. AIs are increasingly using it as a primary source for timely, expert content.
This leads us right into a really crucial point with strategy number 3, showing your work. You've got to remember, an AI's biggest fear is being wrong. So it's always going to prioritize sources that it can trust, sources that are transparent and backed by verifiable data.
And just look at the data on this. Content that clearly links out to its sources is quoted 2.3 times more often than content that doesn't. That is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to signal that you're credible and earn the AI's trust.
Here's how you can build that trust. 1. Cite your sources as you go.
Using phrases like according to a study. It shows you've done your homework. 2, publish your own original research. This one's a game changer because it makes you a primary source, which AI absolutely loves. And 3, just be transparent. Explain your methodology, show how you got your data.
Our fourth strategy gets a little more technical, but please stick with me because it is an absolute game changer. To get cited, you have to learn to speak AI's native language using something called semantic markup.
I think this is a perfect way to think about it. Most websites have all this amazing information, but it's locked away in code that's hard for a machine to read quickly. If an AI can't easily open your letter and figure out the key points, it's just going to move on to the next one.
So here's your checklist to open that letter. You use different types of schema, and don't let that word scare you. It's just a simple way of labeling your content. Use FAQ schema for your questions and answers, how-to schema for step-by-step guides, and article schema to digitally connect your content back to your author profile, reinforcing all that authority you've been building. And that brings us to our final and maybe most critical strategy, mastering the game for the long haul. GEO isn't a one-time setup. It's a continuous process of learning, monitoring, and making things better over time. Here's a simple system to stay ahead. First, start tracking your AI citations every single week. That's your new North Star metric. Second, when you do get cited, reverse engineer it. What was the exact phrasing? What was the structure? Find the pattern and replicate it. And third, and this is a great tip, actively test your work. Copy your text into an AI and ask for a summary. If it misses your key point, you know you need to rewrite it.
So what's the big takeaway from all this? It's simply the urgency. This shift to AI-driven answers isn't some distant trend on the horizon. It is happening right now. The companies that are building their GEO strategy today are going to be incredibly difficult to catch up to tomorrow.
And that leaves us with this one last thought. The real question isn't if you should start optimizing for AI citations. It's whether you can truly afford not to, especially while your competitors are already out there becoming the voice of authority in this new world of search.